Welcome back to Cold Cases.
I'm Rusty.
I'm Cayson.
And today these two guys are going to drink 12 beers accompanied by 12 clues.
Hello!
As they try to solve one of the world's great mysteries, the disappearance of Amelia Earhart.
We already know.
Tell me where your head's at right now.
Coconut crabs.
But the wings kind of look weird on that too.
Everything looks weird. We're putting our lives on the line here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the only one that said hemorrhoid.
All right! Can I just get something off my chest really quickly?
Go for it.
This is nothing against her. She seemed like a lovely,
I think I know where you're going with
lovely
this.
lady.
Yeah.
There are women that take off, fly, and land planes every day, and we don't hear about any of them.
But she pioneered that. The reason they
Crashing?
exist, well, July 2nd, 1937. It's the last time Amelia Earhart is ever seen. July 5th of that year, she's declared dead. No one's ever seen her. No one's ever found her plane. No one's ever found her navigator. Vanished.
Wait, there was a navigator with her?
Oh yeah, Fred Noonan.
All right, I got my eye on this guy.
All right.
I got my eye on this guy. Cayson, I'm really excited to drink this.
I think we're gonna do it. We have a pretty good
First
track record so far. I think we're just gonna keep it going.
No one I'd rather be doing this with.
Let's do it.
Come on, let's get the crew out of here on time.
Go besties.
Trying to like minimize spillage on the shirt on the first beer is hilarious because after that, there's no attempt to stay
after
dry.
three.
All right, we go.
Oh, map time.
Map time. Say it with me. Map time.
So this is the map of her flight. So she was trying to become the first woman to circumnavigate the entire globe. So she had previously become the first woman to do a solo journey over the Atlantic Ocean, which is sick.
Pretty cool.
She had done all sorts of crazy stuff. She was super famous already.
She didn't
She was
need
getting
this.
greedy. She was getting greedy.
Yeah.
She kept escalating,
Seems
you know?
to me right now, it seems a little bit like we're gonna see her Icarus moment.
She left from Oakland May 20th, and she went this way. So she made it all the way across North America.
Do we know what kind of plane she was?
A Lockheed Electra.
Which is a small open canopy plane, right?
Not open canopy, no.
Okay.
Open canopy across the world would be insane.
Lands in Burbank with like the worst frostbite you've ever seen.
They'd taken out a bunch of the seats and just replaced them with like extra fuel storage and stuff. So this was specifically like designed to try to do what
Circumnavigate
she was
the
trying to do.
world.
It was her and one other.
One other guy, Fred Noonan. I was about to say, don't fact check me on the name, and then I was like, that's literally the whole point of my job here.
You hear what Cayson said?
What did he say?
He should have let him drive.
She had made it all the way across South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and all the way to Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea.
Lay? It's not Papua?
I'm from Maine, so I think I would say I probably know the least about it.
She got close though.
It was in the home stretch.
However, the home stretch is the hardest stretch of this journey. After Lay was to stop on Howland Island. Howland Island, tiny, less than 2 miles long, but they had custom built 3 runways. She had like gotten her buddy appointed to like some government position to like make this shit happen. She was like the most, they said that she was probably the most famous woman in the world. So she's in Lay, she takes off. It's about 18 hours to Howland Island.
And did she
Commercial
show up in
aviation.
Howland?
She never showed up in Howland.
Okay, this is our area. Can I go to the board?
Go for it.
She was gonna go from Lay to Howland Island. At some point, are we going to get a map of maybe if there's stuff in between here?
There's not much in between there. And here's the thing about navigation at this time that we have to keep in mind here. Not as precise as it is these days, right? So the whole basis for these, there's like a few different ways they're figuring these out. They take off and kind of just do the math of like, we know we have to go this direction. They have a compass.
Right.
And then they're like, we think this is how long we need to be flying for. They have to pay attention to the winds and then try to like do the math on like how much the winds will be slowing them down.
Yeah.
So it's
Were there any lights on Howland Island?
one guy with like a tiki torch. There was like a U.S. like a Navy like aircraft carrier that was stationed at Howland Island, and their job was to like send up smoke signals to be like make it more obvious for when they got there.
Okay.
And there was another like massive Navy ship that was halfway through that was supposed to like ping their coordinates and make sure they're on the right path.
So we were like really bought in as a country on this one
It's
woman.
insane. The investment into this was like unbelievable.
I'm gonna try to keep my burps in, and then at the very end do a burp.
The last time we did this, I Waymo'd home. And if you are ever looking to laugh the hardest you've ever laughed, get blackout drunk and then get in a car that has no driver. It felt like taming a wild stallion. Okay, now we're talking.
All right, so that's the plane, and those are the people that were on it. That is a Lockheed Electra.
Made by Lockheed Martin.
I don't believe they had merged with Martin. Flying
Lockheed
solo.
and Martin were brothers, and the mom was basically like, Lockheed, you gotta bring Martin around. And he was like, all right, he can be.
I mean, they knew they wanted to invent planes for a while. They just needed to find the right brothers.
Right.
Oh, nice.
I think that Amelia Earhart was rapidly becoming one of the most famous people in the world.
Yeah.
And her navigator was like, fuck this, man. Like, she's nothing without me. It's kind of like an Oasis situation.
Well,
like, if Noel didn't write the songs, Liam can't sing them. Like, they got in a fight, you know, midway over the Pacific, and he was like, you might be good at flying, but like, let's see you do it with that old Fred. You know, maybe I miss a star here or two, and we end up in the middle of the Pacific. He was just trying to teach her a lesson.
I will say this, she did solo fly across the Atlantic Ocean. She was supposed to go to Paris, and the way that everything was all like fucked up, and she got all like turned around and ended up landing in like Ireland or England.
Oh, she was fucking way off.
Yeah.
Anyone could take off and be like, Europe's somewhere over there. And if she was aiming for Paris and she ended up in Ireland, like, anyone could fucking do that. Without a guy like Fred, you're not making it to Paris.
She had also missed when she was going to Africa. She
missed it.
She missed. No.
I have a secondary theory. So she goes alone across the Atlantic, becomes this big celebrity.
Right.
She's like, I'm gonna fly across the world now. America this time, they're like, we can't have a woman be the most popular person in America.
Put Fred in there.
We're gonna send our boy Fred to mess everything up.
That's fine. Let's get the crew out of here on time.
Whoa.
So
are these are different than the pictures we
So
had?
this.
Wait, I love you, buddy. Was the question you said, these are different photos than the ones we got last time?
The last clue is a picture of a guy in a plane.
There are so many fucking planes out there, and there are even more guys.
There's more guys.
Every clue is a different plane and a different guy.
By the end, we're like, oh my god.
The yarn is everywhere.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
You normally wear like a detective outfit, which kind of fits like the show we're doing. You look like an ICE agent right now.
I couldn't find the pea coat thing. I usually wear.
Where's the cop part come in?
I just found it in the rack where the other coat usually is.
So if like a full clown outfit was in there, would you be like, all right, I guess my hands are tied?
He like pulls like he pulls like handkerchiefs. All right.
A few months before this attempt to circumnavigate the globe, she tried it a first time, going the opposite direction, which became impossible once she tried again because of like the way that, like the temperature and the weather, whatever, and so she had to go the other way. But she left from the same place, like Oakland, and flew to Honolulu. She was getting ready to go to Howland Island like the other way, and leaving the airport in Hawaii, jet had like a crazy malfunction, spun out of control, and broke, and it took months to repair. On that trip was this guy, Harry Manning, who is also a very experienced navigator. Something happens in those months between the first attempt and the second attempt. This guy's not in the mission anymore. He gets cut. It was 3 of them initially.
There's a lot to digest here.
I kind of get it though. I kind of get it. Like if you want to be successful, you got to cut the dead weight. It's like the Sox in 04 with Garcia Parra.
You keep his fucking name out of
A
your
bad
mouth.
locker room guy, you got to get him out of there.
I have a theory. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Amelia Earhart is now like world renowned. So she can get anything she wants like out to the press and like vocalize what she wants to do before maybe the government could step in. And she's like, I'm gonna be the first woman ever to circumnavigate the earth. And the government's like, fuck, we can't let that fucking happen. So first they assign Harry Manning, and they're like, Harry, whatever you do, this plane doesn't get off the fucking runway. Hold a couple of red wires, cut the black one. Next thing you know, plane's spinning out on the tracks. Surely she's like scared now, she's not gonna do it again. Notice how both of these men are in military uniform. Who do they have contact with?
Military.
The government. They're like, we can't have Harry do it again, it would be too suspicious. They assigned Fred,
To be clear, they were all 3 were on the initial flight.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been nice to know. All 3 of them are on the flight. That changes everything.
Yeah.
Cayson, any thoughts?
I don't know about this Harry guy. There's a reason he got cut out. There's a reason. He must have been behind something.
Question is what?
Exactly.
It also, there's speculation that he saw the plane almost crash and die and was like, you know what? I don't want to
Do you think there was a little bit of a love triangle?
lover's quarrel?
Yeah, a lover's quarrel.
Yeah, I mean, I think
got iced
this
out?
was probably one of the sexiest times to be alive.
She was married
I would
to a
think
guy
so.
named George Putnam, if that helps.
And he let her go in the plane for months on end. Rusty, would you leave your significant other alone with Fred for months? Does Fred look like a trustworthy guy?
Actually, yeah. I was gonna say yes. Would I leave it alone with that psychopath?
Yeah.
No. When in doubt, a lover's quarrel is usually a pretty good place to start.
I've always said never trust a guy named Harry also too.
Why is that?
Just if your name was a texture, it's just a bad sign.
You'd never leave your girlfriend alone with like furry, man.
Did you say,
Yeah.
wait, did you just agree that it's a bad sign if your name's a texture?
Yeah, it's a red flag. If you could return.
Don't let it burn.
let it fade. I'm sorry to not be rude. It's tearing me apart. Every day. Hey, I want to apologize. I just want to take those out of your hand like a child. Like it was like I had the same feeling a child gets when someone's like playing with their blocks. Where I like went to like snatch that out of your hand like I was 11 years old. You know I love you, buddy.
More words.
If it was words, that would be completely fine.
There is words.
None of these are words.
Some of this is words.
For the viewers at home, Willie just gave us what looks like some sort of flight log, and unless you are currently flying a 747, you would not be able to understand.
So this is the radio log. So,
Is this like a transcript of what they're saying on the radio?
yes, so they take off from Leh. Pretty early on, the dispatchers in Leh realized that the headwinds are going to be a little bit stronger than they had calculated for. All right, if you fly straight at Howland Island,
Right.
you do your math right, and you know when you should be right over it.
Yeah.
If you're a little bit past it, you're gonna be like, where the hell is it? Like, you could be completely lost. So what they do is they actually aim a little higher or lower. So then when they think they're at the right, like north-south,
Latitude, longitude.
then they can just go up and down low and like try to find it. They
Like
purposely,
maybe you even like go at like Gardner.
yes.
And then you're like, I'll just do a couple sweeps
That's
on
the-
that
yeah.
longitude. Okay.
And they right away the people are trying to radio say like, hey, headwinds are gonna be stronger than expected. None of those messages, they never get a response. They think in takeoff something might have happened to one of the antennas that was intended to receive like low frequency radio messages from Leh. Radio was very preliminary at this time.
It was the hottest.
No, but like most people only could communicate with Morse code at that point. Originally, on the first attempt when Harry was on the trip, they had this big long cord that would fly like 250 feet out the back of the plane, and that's what they would use for like Morse code messaging. But once Harry wasn't part of the trip, they were like, neither of these two knew how to speak Morse code. So they were like, all right, get rid of that shit. We'll just use the like verbal ones because they got this new tech. So they kind of ditched like the most reliable old tech that they had on the plane in favor of the voice communication.
I think there's an overarching theme here of kind of being a little bit too cocky, getting a little bit over your skis here. She had already crossed the Atlantic. She could have retired and been a national hero at that point. She's like, I want more. I want to do it with less radio.
Don't we all?
Exactly.
Don't we all want to do it with less radio?
She didn't know when to cash her chips in.
She ended up getting messages over, but she wasn't able to receive anything back. So she was sent, there was a Navy boat I said stationed at the island. Atasca was the name of the boat. Atasca, we must be on you, but cannot see you. Gas is running low. Been unable to reach you by radio. We are flying at 1,000 feet.
That's really
So low.
All three parties were all using like different time zones.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
So they might have tried to send things at the same
One
time.
guy,
She
like-
could have said like, respond to me at
She did.
0700
Yeah.
GST.
You're right.
One guy like wakes up, he has his clock set on like Honolulu time.
Yeah.
He wakes up, it's like a gorgeous day. He's like, oh, fuck, they meant 7.
Oh, they also said that when that message came in, it was so fucking loud that people like jumped out of their seats. They said guys on the boat got up and went on the deck because it was so loud. They were like, oh, she must be like right here.
And that boat's in between, it's in the middle
The
of
boat's
the ocean.
at the island.
Oh, it's at the island.
Yeah,
Okay.
right offshore.
All right. Do you guys have Segway cops here?
No. Do you have
We have
those?
Segway cops in St. Paul.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Very cool.
Doing what?
He was like, do you have Segway cops there? You're like, no, what do you got? Sorry, what were you gonna say before my friend rudely interrupted?
Oh, it's super off topic, but we had a Segway cop in St. Paul. I was walking past him. He was messing with like a homeless person, and she like wasn't leaving. He's like, "Don't make me get off this thing." And he was wearing a helmet the entire time doing it too. It's like that's the least intimidating a cop could ever be.
Don't make me get off this thing.
Why? So you can be 5'6" next to me?
Now this is where things get interesting. Gardner Island, as it was originally known, now it is known as Nikum Maroro.
That's where American Samoa is.
Right next to regular Samoa.
Basically, in 1941, they uncovered documents that confirm a partial human skeleton, badly damaged by
Fire.
coconut crabs,
Really?
was found on the island, lying under a tree with the remains of dead birds, a turtle, and a campfire nearby. With the bones were part of a sole of a woman's shoe, a Benedictine liquor bottle, a box with numbers on it, and a sextant. I almost Googled that, and I was like, it'd be funnier if we don't know what that is.
A sextant or a sextant?
Those could mean two different things. If they found a sex tent, that means she was running some sort of brothel.
It wasn't a sex tent.
This
it was
actually
a
wouldn't be-
sextant.
A lot of people go out in a fucking hospital gown, boring, bless you, Willie, apartment.
Is this some of the mics?
I think the floorboards are squeaking. Can a girl just go out with her sextant, some turtle shells, and part of her shoe?
And some
Like,
crabs.
is that such a crime?
Yeah, is it fun?
Wouldn't we all be lucky to go out with crabs? Can we Google what a sec? Can we use our one Google?
It's this thing. I
Oh,
mean,
like
I feel like
like
you could
a
still,
compass?
you could still fuck in it. So then they got the bones ready, and they're like, all right, we're gonna get these checked out. And then the coroner for like that colony, like it was like technically like a.
Text Lucas that one.
I can smoke in here?
Should we smoke some darts in here?
No. The coroner of that colony is like, whoa, 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 I'm the coroner. Nothing, I get the first pass at these guys.
These bones go through me.
So he stops the bones and is like, doesn't have any context of the significance and is just like, oh yeah, this is like some Polynesian guy died and the bones are gone. they lost the bones. They like got rid of them.
The coroner was the bones.
Yeah, he was like, he had no context of like what they thought it was
okay.
and was just like, yeah, this is nothing.
Is this a populated island?
Sparsely.
Okay, Cayson. This is like my first real theory. They take off from Leh. She makes her way to around Howland. That's why it was so loud. And due to their procedure, she did the up and down. She was like, fuck it, I can dump it near Gardner Island and probably have like a decent chance of making it there. There are locals there that don't notice she's there. They don't take kindly to foreigners. They killed her, took whatever belongings that they liked, and then they gave her to the coconut crabs. When like a US person showed up, they were like, oh fuck, yeah, you gotta talk to the coroner. And he was like, we threw the bones out.
Corner, Darrell Revis? I have to talk to Darrell Revis right now?
Come on.
I didn't realize I was
we're
on
back.
Revis Island right
All right. We took a break and I said, Lucas, could you go grab me a vape? And he got me a strawberry banana one. And let me tell you, I think we're gonna get to the bottom of this
It's
one.
like a smoothie for your mouth.
Where do you put your smoothies? It's like an ass smoothie for your mouth.
Damn, I'm on my Willis shit, doing cold cases.
Let's get the crew out of here on time.
So this is pretty crazy. So there's this lady in Florida. Her name's
Damn, a lady in Florida?
Let's just say I'm hooked.
Betty Klenck. Is a 15-year-old girl in Florida at her home listening to the radio, and she says she starts to hear transmissions saying this is Amelia Earhart that same day that she had gone missing.
Whoa.
And she said she wrote down in her like diary at the time the stuff that she was hearing, and she heard, George, get the suitcase in my closet, California. You know, people are like, how would she have heard this in Florida? This makes no sense. Then they uncover an old letter that Amelia Earhart had written to her mother. I've taken possession of the stuff in the zipper compartment of my briefcase, put it away until I turn up, and if I don't, burn it. It consists of fragments that mean nothing to anybody but me.
It's like our internet history. It means nothing to anybody.
Schoolboys getting spanked. Schoolboys spanking compilation. Schoolboys in their knickers getting spanked.
So she wrote this letter to her mother, who was in California, house sitting.
George?
George is her husband.
Okay. Was there any like literature written about Amelia Earhart's life where this girl would have known personal details about her life as in like her husband's name?
Yeah, she was extremely famous.
Wait, let me see this again. Oh, it's a teenage girl desperate for attention. Weird.
What's new?
What's new?
She says her dad got home and she called her dad in, and her dad heard it too. And then she ran to the neighbor's house to see if they were hearing it. And by that time it was gone. But the part that makes it like, oh, how would she have known that, is the part about the suitcase in her closet.
I have a question for you, Willie. You said that from Leh to Honolulu would have been like she would have had barely enough fuel.
That would mean getting from Leh, which is down here, all the way to California would be impossible.
If there was an island that had some sort of fueling station, it seems like maybe she was famous enough to have someone set her up in Amelia Atoll. And her and George, maybe the fame got to her. She was like, George and I are gonna live lives as recluses in California, maybe in the like Napa region.
Lovely.
And her plan was, I'm gonna fake my own death. I'm gonna fuel up in Amelia Atoll or Honolulu, and then I will meet George in California. If I don't make it, burn whatever, we don't know what that is yet. But if I make it, George and I can live the rest of our days in, you know, the Pacific Northwest.
I believe they lived in California already.
I know, but I'm saying they meet back in California and then they go live their lives as recluses. This stretch right here, a lot of people call it no man's land. She is gonna fake her death somewhere over the Pacific, and then she can live out the rest of her days with George because she didn't like her experience with the fame so far.
I love that actually. I feel like the whole get my suitcase thing seems like a code word. She's like, hey, if I ever radio this, like like the plan's on. Like
Yeah.
it seems like they had like a predetermined thing. She has a ton of money. Like she's seen the entire world by now,
Right.
basically. She knows the best spots.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Her husband did not go missing.
No, I know, because maybe it actually failed. But the original
that was the
plan
plan.
was to do that. If it had succeeded, they had a
husband would've gone
plan
missing.
where George was gonna do this heroic swim out to Howland Island.
He's gonna swim there from California.
That's the perfect story. And then he dies, and they're like, that's what a romantic way to go out. But really, they're just in Roach Harbor, and they're living lovely. I think that's the leading theory in the clubhouse, though. Maybe like was attempting to fake her own death
Yeah.
and then actually died. All right, buddy. I love you.
Love you.
I don't care what anyone says about Willie. Yeah, I told you he's getting into like physical comedies. What's your favorite part about having a penis?
Peeing standing up.
You went the rational route, utility of it. I get to
hose,
pee.
you can
I
aim
get to
it.
pee
Yeah.
standing up. The way Willie interpreted that question was, "What is your favorite part of your penis?" Which he said his answer. I don't know if you heard this. Was tip.
Tip.
It's like asking someone like what their favorite part of ice cream is, and they're like the sprinkles.
I mean, the tip
Yeah,
is
obviously we all love them.
There's not a ton of more parts than the tip.
No, I'm a balls guy.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck are we even talking about anymore, buddy?
So this was found just in 2024. They used sonar and they found that 100 miles off of Howland Island.
Yellowfin.
And that means-
literally it's just a yellowfin body, tail.
Now there have been stuff that's come out later that says it probably was a pile of rocks. But I felt like I was obligated to give you all the information and let you reach your own conclusion.
You fucking mailed it in. I honestly respect it. Willie fucking mailed it in this episode.
I had already done all the clues, and then I was looking for something else, and then I came upon an article that was like, that had been found to be probably a pile of rocks. And I was like, fuck. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go back and
too
change
late.
it.
I actually like this.
If the government found out they found it, what would they do? They'd go get rid of it and put a pile of rocks there.
Pile of rocks. This actually is pretty damn plane shaped.
That's a plane-shaped pile of rocks if I've ever seen.
Come on, man.
He's hotter than a plane-shaped pile of rocks.
It's too plane
It
shaped.
could not be like look. Okay, wait, Cayson, come here.
Do you see these two
Fins?
on the back? Where is it highlighted? Two streaks right here. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. Like wing and then two spikes on the back.
That could not be more plane shaped for how this is shaped.
There's no way a plane's intact after crashing in the ocean, though.
This was the hottest female pilot in the world in terms of like her skill set. And really brought that one home there. If anyone knew how to do like a Sully type landing before that was proven, it would be her. She had done like daring expeditions and she fucking buttered it on the ocean and
It sunk perfectly intact.
So they were still alive, they were swimming? Plane
I
sunk?
didn't say they survived, man.
You said Sully. Everybody survived in Sully.
Okay, I have not seen it.
Spoiler alert, Will hasn't seen it yet.
New game, whoever drinks it wins.
Deal. Let's get the crew out of here on
Whoever
time, man.
drinks it wins.
Looks like we might have a couple winners on our hands.
That was my first win of the day.
You said
I said whoever drinks it wins. We got two winners.
Did you ever get timed when you were a kid?
Dude.
Like all time, yeah.
You were talking to the current world record holder from kitchen to bed. No one has ever run faster from my kitchen to my bed after dinner and tucked myself in.
Oh, great. It's
Looks like a plane to me.
it's like the worst photo ever taken.
So here, you want to hear something crazy? In 2015, there was a huge tropical storm, and this was taken aerial footage from after the tropical storm of Gardner Island. This turns up
Whoa.
in the aerial footage, and they're like, what the hell? So they think maybe the storm like churned something up.
Resurfaced.
There's no way it brought it in from the bottom of the
You'd be
ocean.
shocked.
though.
We would get hurricanes all the time, and it would like bring up like old stuff from the lakes, and it like washes stuff ashore.
And they never found anything. They just like were looking through footage from after this hurricane. They're like, wait, what the fuck is
Wait,
that?
Willie, but that's a stone's throw from the beach.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Let's just say this. It looks nothing, or does it?
No, it looks pretty similar.
Kind of does look like that plane. I mean, I don't want to go paranormal here, but that feels like maybe some sort of UFO. Now, that's not like a plane.
It could be. I mean, the
roll that
wings
out.
look weird, but the wings kind of look weird on that too.
Everything looks weird in this because it's taken from a million miles away. If we had some sort of markers here of how many miles this is.
You can see the trees as sort of a reference point.
Oh, it's
That's
smaller
a good
than a
point. It's
tree?
no, like I mean, it's like as close to the beach as the trees are to the beach.
So yeah, maybe that is okay. I'll take it as a valid thing. The only time we've ever solved any of these is after like 9 to 11 beers.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. If we haven't solved it by the 11th, we're not gonna solve it. This is where we're gonna do it.
This is 9 already.
I'm telling you, he's getting into physical comedy. He did that on, I watched it with my own eyes. Look what he's doing with his shorts. Look what he's fucking doing with his shorts. He tucked them into his underwear.
fucking around. I'm not doing that normally.
No.
You got some definition there, man.
Damn, you got some nice thighs.
Thanks, brother.
Don't ever let him do that.
Dude, see how hot he is? He can do whatever he wants.
I know. Isn't that crazy? That's your mentality in high school.
Like, oh,
You know what I mean?
the
Like,
hottest guy. Can
there's
do
like a
whatever.
really hot guy who's like a dick to everyone. You're like, dude, but do you see how hot? Like,
What? I'm not gonna be the one to fucking say
I can't say no.
my best buddy in high school was the hottest guy at our high school. He was dating this girl from middle school until junior year of high school, and when he broke up, it was like it was a feeding frenzy.
It was like open season.
I haven't seen it.
It was like Over the Hedge.
Yes, it was exactly like over there. It was like Barnyard.
Cheers, buddy. I love you.
Cheers. That was bad.
Sorry, I tried.
Have you seen Cheer Brother Dozen?
I met a cat named Steve Martin this weekend.
That's a great name for a cat.
You know what? When I get my dog, he's gonna be named Eric Peters.
Do you have like a dog in mind that you're gonna get?
I want to get a Scottish Terrier, and my thought was like to almost treat him like a roommate. I don't tell my girlfriend that I get one, and we come home and there's like a dog like reading like the Paw Times or something. He's reading some like dog-oriented newspaper, and he's wearing like human clothes, and she's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That's Eric Peters."
Like, it's insinuated that like your dog belongs to you because they only have a first name, so their last name must be your name. If you have a dog that has his own last name, like that means he has his own stuff.
It's just a roommate.
He's just a good guy, man.
All right, this is Irene Bolam on the right. This is a old woman in New Jersey that in 1970 a book came out alleging that she was Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart had faked her death and had been living in New Jersey under the name Irene Bolam.
I mean, she looks very similar. I feel like Willie's kind of feeding us some bait right now. Chomp
He's
on
a
it.
masturbator. I have 2 holes in this theory.
Give me your holes.
Rose got 2 holes.
One, especially old granny pictures.
Talking about my old granny pictures.
Wait, old granny or old grainy?
Grainy, like these are all grainy. Old grainy granny photos. Everyone looks like Amelia Earhart. Like if you took my grandmother and you put her in like 30 FPS or whatever the fucking, whatever you, where's that camera nerd? Whatever fucking camera bullshit you guys talk about. Whatever the lowest is of that, anyone looks like Amelia Earhart. Yes, they're both looking in the same direction here. Is there anything that suggests they're the same person here? The follow-up to this is if you had all the money in the world, right? You made like $10,000. Back then, she made like $10,000, and she's like set for life. And they're like, "We did it, George. We had the master plan. Let's move. We've got $10,000. It's more than anyone's ever had. Let's move to New Jersey." She just never would do that.
Possible that maybe Amelia was just a girl that like didn't get it. Like maybe like she like crossed the Atlantic and she was like, I'm not gonna hang it up right now. I'm gonna go further. Guess what? We're gonna get $10,000. We're gonna retire. Where everybody loves to retire, New Jersey. Maybe she was just
She's
a
like,
little bit
her
off.
and George are like 3, 2, 1, the boardwalk. She has been to everywhere in the world. She's been to every corner of the earth.
And what's better than Seaside Heights, the Jersey Shore, baby?
I'm gonna retire in New Jersey. I refuse to believe that.
How popular was the Jersey Shore at this time?
The show had not come out, I don't think. In
Was-
1937, I think maybe the first season, but
I still stand by my original claim of she was gonna try and do this with George in California. Actually, Willie, fuck. You may have been right. Maybe that is the perfect crime, where they're like, at some point in time, some guys are gonna get drunk enough and they're gonna be like, maybe Jersey is where they would live. What if Irene Bolam is an anagram and it's like,
I'm in Reno.
I'm in Reno.
No, that doesn't.
count for the B.
That also
Yeah.
doesn't account for the N.
Oh, it's Bolam with an A. Sorry, I spelled it wrong.
Okay.
That changes everything.
I
am.
There's gotta be something there, right?
Put the letters we still have left on the top right. BOLREME.
What did you got? What'd you get?
Email boner.
Yes! Yes! We got it! We solved it! She's in New Jersey. She's firing out boner emails.
That's the only anagram.
That's
We
the
have one
only
step
one.
left. One step left.
Okay.
Boner@gmail.com.
Wait.
We need to email
No,
it.
you were exactly right. We
boner@gmail.com.
have one step left, and it is figuring out whose boners she's emailing.
Our hands are tied. Our hands are tied.
I think we're on a really good
We're
clip.
so close. Have you guys not had hemorrhoids before?
No, drink the beer and then we'll do hemorrhoids.
Am I the only
No,
one?
we're not gonna
am I
do
the only
hemorrhoids.
one that's had hemorrhoids?
Drink the beer
before?
and then we're doing hemorrhoids.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the only one that said hemorrhoids.
What causes hemorrhoids?
Beer race.
No, while we drink them, you tell us what causes hemorrhoids.
All right, ready? Beer, drinking beer.
Nobody doesn't have.
Everyone has hemorrhoids.
Everybody has hemorrhoids.
I've literally never had one.
If you're not,
All right, all
if you
right,
don't have hemorrhoids, you're
all right,
pooping hard.
all right.
Honestly, for the amount of hemorrhoids I have, I don't really wipe it much.
This is a photo taken from the Marshall Islands, which were Japanese occupied, and this photo comes out, and there's been speculation. So these people are like darker skin tones, but this person here, people have said that they think that might be Amelia Earhart.
Yeah. Look at Cayson, because she had like kind of like
She had short
my
hair.
do going, right? Come put my hair in the position that
Yeah.
hers was in just for.
Close, yeah.
Wait, put your tongue out? That was just a prank.
Kind of the same style, though.
You guys just cut for a second.
Guys, come on. Come on.
All right, so there is a.
Rusty.
there is a-
Rusty.
Now, after that photo first surfaced, some people came around and said that photo's from 1935, which is 2 years before she went missing.
How do they know that, Willie?
I don't know. They found it in like some old book. If it's 1935, then it's definitely not her, which is what people have come out and said since then. So there's been a lot of disputation, for lack of a better word.
I don't think we're gonna come off likable in this one.
I disagree.
I don't think we ever do.
Yeah. Look at you. Well, hopefully not.
I will say this is the best I felt through
I feel
11.
pretty good.
I don't even want to say anything. I'm going to let you guys figure this one out, but I think this will be a breakthrough.
Whoa. Definitely has our attention right here.
Cayson, we've all experimented a little bit. Shut the fuck up back there. This looks like something that is some sort of pleasure device. Oh my God, someone bail me out.
Are you thinking that this goes in there?
I mean, I have notoriously bad vision and hearing.
Can you not tell what that is?
No,
Too
can
big.
you
It seems
tell what
too
that
big.
is?
I thought this would be like a breakthrough.
Can I ask you a question before I make a fool of myself anymore? Just like changing the orientation of it, like make it look any clear. Like
I tell you
to
something?
me it just
Can I tell
looks
you
like yeah.
For Clue 11, I looked up one of those AI images where you can't really identify any individual thing, but it looks like something.
Oh, it's
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's just like a beach scene with like stuff that kind of looks like it's real, but none of that's real.
Hey Cayson, I'm gonna need you to
I've been wanting to do this for a while.
shut up for a second. I'm gonna need you if things get out of hand here. I'm gonna need you to hold me. I can hold you back. We're putting our lives on the line here. We're trying to get to the fucking bottom of this, and you're throwing fucking curveballs.
Careful.
Did you run out of clues?
Nope, I was trying to make you feel like you were going insane. Yeah.
I thought it was like a sex. I also thought it was like something like that. Dude,
You built up so much trust. Stop.
So what was this? This was just a nothing. We just straight.
That was a prank.
In
was
hindsight,
good
now
for
that
us.
I've had time to cool down, I
When
like
you were
this.
getting really close and turning it around in circles, that felt like a win for me.
But like we're buddies.
I know. Last clue. This one's real, I promise. Bring it on in, John B.
For a moment, then the moment's gone. All right, come on, buddy. I love you.
Love ya.
Gonna race on this one. Just in the
So race,
wind.
winner take all. It definitely, Featherstone definitely lost a little bit more, but he did win.
They don't ask how, they ask how many. I know we're definitely drunk right now, but I feel like it's been way worse at other times.
It's definitely been way worse.
There
I feel
was
like
one where I felt
relatively good.
legitimately like bad. for you.
Whoa, hello.
This is Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart's one of her best friends, closest confidants. That's First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt.
Of course it is.
So
as
she
we all
was
know.
very, very close with the Roosevelts. So there's been speculation that, was she a spy for FDR? Was she conducting some sort of covert operation? Is that why she ended up on the Japanese-controlled Marshall Islands at a time where we had heightened tension with the Japanese?
You know how I said earlier, like, we don't come up with a theory from 9 through 11?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my rule. We don't come up with a good theory from 8 through 12. We didn't join World War II until like 43, but World War II had started
39.
39?
Yeah.
Maybe even earlier.
Then we joined 41.
What year was this? 35, Willie?
37.
Hitler was already rising to power. Japan had already allied with, or maybe they hadn't, but
I'm not sure.
let's just say like the US government knows how this is gonna go a lot earlier than like the civilians know, right? So like they probably see these alliances forming and they're like, let's get Amelia in Japanese territory. Even though they have claimed it in a like a militant sense, we have claimed it like metaphorically. This island is ours because that will forever be known as the island that Amelia Earhart landed on, and that will fire up our troops when we do join in 43 or whatever they joined.
Hey, we joined after Pearl Harbor, which is 41.
Because let me tell you, don't fuck with Hawaii. Can we get a round of applause from like, come on, come on.
I love when we're able to create these uniquely American moments. And stuff like this just feels special.
You landed on an island controlled by the Japanese.
In the Japanese island.
They didn't land on an island controlled by the Japanese.
Yes, they did.
You
Right?
just told us that, wasn't it? Wasn't
the
Japanese
the,
controlled the Marshall Islands, which is where this
Yes.
photo came from. But she didn't land. Well, we don't
didn't
know.
land there?
Or maybe.
Oh
or,
man, you let us go that far?
God
We just went
damn.
down
She didn't
the whole-
land. They never found her.
so
I
many
know,
man
we just
hours
went
went
down
into
the
this.
fucking rabbit hole for that whole thing.
You know how
and
much
you
time
didn't
we
use-
spent?
All right, what do you think happened?
I got a final case.
Put it together. Bring it home.
I feel like I need more clues in this.
No, brother. We've got all we need.
I got 12 more.
All right. Just let me stew in it for a second.
I can go if you don't want to go.
Oh, you have a theory?
I have a.
I thought you were waiting for mine.
I feel like it's been a while since we talked about this, but Lover's Triangle here. Harry was iced out. She fell in love with Fred.
Right.
And then we were on to something where she really wanted to go see her husband in Mill Atoll. George, correct? So she faked her own death, pretended that there was a plane somewhere, just dropped it in the middle of the ocean. And nobody knows how big the ocean is, so she dropped it anywhere and you can't find it because the ocean's half the entire planet. Swam to the island, met up with her boy George, which is not on the thing here,
Not the singer.
and then lived. Not the singer. Kind of chilled out.
So she met with George in Militoli.
Correct.
I like that.
Yeah, so she was a great pilot, as all women are, and she landed her plane exactly where she wanted to.
Yes.
And she landed it in the water, which nobody has done successfully since Sully.
Yeah.
And then she got out, and she swam right to shore. She's like, guess what? Meet my husband George. He's got pina coladas on deck. We're gonna chill out in the porch.
Where did they meet again?
They met in college at
No, sorry. Where did they like? Where did they like
Santa
meet
Cruz.
up? Sorry.
Mill Atoll.
I actually don't
Rusty?
hate that.
Yeah.
But I think for
Yeah.
What about Fred? What happened to him then?
I'm gonna tell you, everybody here knows I love the Japanese. There's nothing wrong with the Japanese, but I do think they're to blame in this specific Pacific instance, if you will. Amelia Earhart took off from Leh. She was going to go to Howland Island. The Japanese intercepted her. They go, listen, we have not progressed as far as the Americans have in terms of letting women do their thing. We don't want to set the wrong example for Japanese women. So we're going to intercept her and make it seem like women can't complete great feats. And they grab her and they get her down and they're like, all right, now we have her. What do we do with her? What was prominent at the time? The Hindenburg trials. What was the
Nuremberg.
That was like 40.
I know. I just fucking stick it.
Hindenburg
You had a good.
Yeah, keep going. The Hindenburg trial.
I know, but I'm saying he had such a good thing that like he took kind of what I was gonna say.
You got it. You're cruising.
Okay, they saw the Nuremberg trials right around the corner. They go, listen, we can't get caught killing a woman. They took her to the Gardner Islands and they said, we'll feed her to the coconut crabs. Everyone will find her in 100 years and then guys will get together. They're gonna drink 12 beers each and they're gonna fucking try and get at the bottom so they're gonna almost get it. And then we're gonna throw them a curveball eaten by coconut crabs. That's how she got found. Where was the eaten by coconut crabs and a woman's soul and the compass or whatever, the sextant.
The sextant.
Sexton?
Sextant.
They found her and they were like, they're gonna think that this was a plausible case for her death. I feel like I didn't really bring it.
No, that made sense.
Yeah, it's good. Amelia Earhart was an American hero, and she was killed in cold blood, and let her name not die in vain.
I do want to get back to our original thought. There are women that land planes every day, and we don't talk about them.
I think we should.
The only woman pilot we talk about is the one that crashed. The last time I flew to Los Angeles, a woman pilot got me here. Did she actually accidentally turn off the power? I told Willie about this, but she got us here on time.
I want to dedicate this video to all the women pilots out there. We love you, and guess what? This one bad lady is not going to give you a bad name anymore. Because we found the evidence. We found the wrongdoing.
Closed case.
Closed case.
Oh, you caught me trying to steal this $500 million painting. But I guess while I'm here, I'll tell you, this football season, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at first touchdown scores. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back in cash if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead of first. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Be sure to take advantage of this offer. And if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code FBYT. And you will get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. BetMGM, make it legendary. Don't tell anyone you saw me.